How you doing?
I want to kill you.
Oh, yeah. Take a number, honey.
Damn. Here we go again.
Fascinating. I remember very clearly, I think anybody who was alive at the time does, I remember my parents waking me up and we went down and we watched you guys land on the moon.
No,
which
you
was
didn't. No, you didn't.
What?
Because there wasn't any television. There wasn't anybody taking a picture. You watched animation. So you associated what you saw with...
I have very hazy memories.
I know.
Well, no, but what we saw was we all were gathered around the old curved top radio and listened.
Talking about, you know, how many feet we were going to the left and right, and then I said, contact light, engine stop.
It was
a few
exciting.
other things, and then Neil said, Houston, Tranquility Base, the Eagle has landed. Man, how about that?
That was very exciting.
Not a bad line.
Shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think right now.
There's no place to go.
Although we weren't able to shatter that hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks in it. And it may be hard to see tonight, but we are all standing under a glass ceiling right now.
People figured out that we were an enclosed system. The more advanced we got, it would be the biggest thought on our minds. That's all we care about. If you could make a wildlife reserve 1,000 miles square, all people, you know, all human beings would do is just be knocking on the fence constantly, going, why is this fence here? Who built the fence?
VIP. Let's kick it. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights, and I'll glow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance, rush the speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly, when I play a dope melody. Anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it, you better gain weight. You better hit the bulls.
Alright guys, check this out. So that's the sun's position, and it would appear to you at the east. There's the North Pole, there's the South Pole, there's the East, there's the West. So the sun rises in the East above your head at 12 o'clock and it sets in the West as it goes around this here tropic. Okay, so watch this. There it is, sun's above your head and then it sets. One more time. That's exactly what is happening, okay? Let's change latitudes now. Let's go to the North Pole. If you go to the North Pole, the North Star would be directly above your head at your zenith. So if this is the latitude of 45 degrees, because if the equator is here, this black line, that's 0 degrees. That's 45, which is right in the middle of 0 and 90 degrees. Okay? So the 45 degree parallel, the North Star is visible 45 degrees. The North Star would be here. Okay? So if you're at 90 degree north, the North Star is 90 degrees above your head. 40 degree, then it's 45 degrees above your head. Now if you're at the equator, the North Star would be directly 90 degrees. You wouldn't even be able to see the North Star if you go past the equator. See? Watch, I'm gonna show you. But first you're gonna see how it looks. See, now it arches. It's going this way because the sun is at the equator, but you're not at the equator. So the sun doesn't go directly above your head. It does this arc, it does a curve instead of a straight line. So the sun would never do a straight line at the North Pole. It would always go around you, and the sun would never do a straight line going above your head. The sun would always be turning at the horizon at the North Pole. So the sun never sets in Sweden and Scandinavia during the summer. It keeps going around the horizon, and it's never above the head or below the horizon. It's at the horizon. Sometimes it's twilight where the sun is below the horizon, but even though it's below the horizon, you still get light because it's not a ball. Well, peep this out, guys. This is very interesting here. Look what happens when we go past the equator and we go to the South Pole. Boom. The South Pole is near the horizon. It's never above your zenith unless you go to the South Wall, which we're not allowed to go there. So no one ever takes pictures of the South Pole directly above your head except for the Army. And that South Pole going the opposite direction is just a reflection. This dome is reflective, and as that turns this way, like that, this goes the other direction. So there you go, guys. Alright guys, check this out.
Some sleep. I can't get no sleep.
But the Lord said to Samuel, do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him. The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. 1 Samuel 16-7.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Not
Hi, I'm going to explain to you the way I understand Isaiah 40 verse 22. I'm going to read out of the Strong Concordance. I'm going to have a look at the meanings of the words, and I'm also going to look at the Sefer Bible and read those verses. I've also got a reference on Isaiah 40 verse 22, which is Revelation 7 verse 15. So let's have a look at that. Right, let's read the verse. It is he that establishes the circuit of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as locusts, that stretches out the heavens as a curtain and spread them out as a tabernacle to dwell in. Let's have a look at the word tabernacle in the Strong Concordance. So the meanings of that word could be from a distance, covering, a dwelling, a place, a home, tabernacle, or a tent. Okay, so this is an image of a tabernacle, which means it's an enclosed system like that. And then obviously we know what a tent looks like, right? It's covered, it's a covering. Now let's look at the word circuit, okay? The pronunciation in Hebrew is koch. I hope I'm saying that right. And then obviously it means a circle or a circuit or a compass. So the way that I understand it, as I've shown in my previous post, that we are in an enclosed system, which is like the tabernacle, and we have a firmament above us, which is like a tent, and the circle, the earth would be then within a circle. I hope that makes sense. And here's one of my favorite pictures that kind of explains what I'm talking about. So you've got the flat earth over there, which is in a circle, and you've got within an enclosed system with an ice wall around us, like the tabernacle, and then the covering as a tent, which would obviously then cover the whole of earth. There you go. Hope it helps. Hi, Johnny. You know, I also always thought about that, but after reading scripture, and also I'm going to show you an ancient map from Japan, and I'm just going to explain to you how I think it actually looks like. So this area is the earth, and this would be the ice wall around the earth. So we are located over there. Then we also know that there is other land outside of the ice wall, which would be then over here. And then you've got the four corners of the earth over there. That is how I understand it. I hope this helps. So here's an old ancient map of Japan, where you've got earth over there with the Antarctic wall around earth. So we would be over here in this area, and then also you've got land that is not explored by us normal humans, outside of the Antarctic wall, and you've got the four corners of the earth over there. And please remember and bear in mind that 52 countries signed a treaty that we are not allowed to go any nearby the Antarctic wall. I hope that explains to you.
Empty spaces, what are we living for? Abandoned places, I guess we know the score. On and on, does anybody know what we are looking for?
Good morning. Yes, that is what I'm saying. I see that you are also a believer. I have got a lot of scripture to prove that Earth is flat. So I will just leave some of the verses here. If you want more, you are more than welcome to ask again and I will send it to you. Here's some verses to prove that Earth has pillars and hangs on nothing. And these are: waters have a face, a geometrical flat surface. Also the sky has a face. Earth has ends. Scripture that the sun stops moving. And then the sun moved backwards. I hope that this helps you.